the government is just talking non-stop about British values, but has a habit of contradicting them themselves.
In what way?
Well, let me give you an example. We talk about democracy. If you look at our foreign policy record, there are countries in the world that we are supporting that have actually zero democracy, like the Gulf states, like Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia has an abhorrent human rights record. We also sell them a lot of military hardware. We've also found recently that they have, to some degree, funded ISIS alongside some of the countries.
But does that play on the streets of Birmingham?
Absolutely,
I mean, is that one of the issues?
100%, of course, because people on the ground see the hypocrisy. They see the contradiction, the paradoxical statements that are coming out of government. I mean, what are we trying to do? Send out a message that actually it's okay for us to be inconsistent with the values that we expect you to uphold? That's the kind of conversations that I'm having on the ground. Let me give you one more example. The Terrorist Legislation Act of 2006. Any British citizen encouraging the violent overthrow of a dictatorship abroad risks prosecution under the Terrorist Legislation Act. Yet our government has been involved in overthrowing Saddam, Gaddafi. We're currently plotting the demise of Assad. So you've got people on the ground saying that, look, it doesn't quite add up. We don't intend to in any way get ourselves into trouble, but this is sending out a very hypocritical message, and it becomes that much more difficult for people working with certain at-risk individuals to convince them when a government hasn't convinced us in the first place.
It sounds like you want the Prime Minister arrested.
Not quite, but I think that they need to get things consistent. Look, as a British citizen and as a Muslim, I want Britain to have the best value system in the world. I have family here, for God's sake. Why wouldn't I? But the fact is, we are showing a disregard for our own value system. We talk about democracy, we talk about freedom of speech. Actually, what is this doing? This is curbing freedom of speech. It's not the way forward, and I don't think it's a sensible solution.
Jahan Mahmood, thank you very much for your time this afternoon.
Thank you.